In a quiet valley where the wind moved like a living spirit through the tall bamboo, there stood a hidden dojo. Only a few knew of its existence, and even fewer had ever crossed its wooden gates. People whispered that the walls remembered the earliest warriors, and that the drifting shadows of bamboo concealed ancient secrets. It was to this place that a 12-year-old boy named Hiro arrived, hopeful and full of dreams, though his hands were still too weak to hold a real blade. His teacher was Sensei Cade, a warrior so calm and silent that Hiro wondered whether he was entirely human. Cade's steps made no sound, and his presence felt like part of the wind itself. Hiro believed that in this legendary place he would soon become a great samurai, admired across the land. Yet his first days were disappointing. Instead of sword training, Cade made him sweep the garden, carry water from the stream, and meditate among the whispering bamboo. One morning, Hiro finally gathered the courage to speak. "Master, when will I begin learning the sword?" he asked politely. Cade looked up from the bamboo broom in his hands. "When you learn to master yourself, Hiro, a sword is only the shadow of the warrior who holds it." Hiro did not understand, but he obeyed in silence. Days passed, filled with simple tasks and long hours of meditation. He often watched how the bamboo swayed on the wind, bending and rising again with perfect grace. Their shadows stretched across the ground like blades dancing in silence. One night, when the moon shone bright and full, Hiro witnessed something he could not explain. On the clearing behind the dojo, among the trembling shadows of the bamboo, a tall figure appeared. It looked like the silhouette of a warrior, made not of flesh but of darkness and moonlight. The figure held a sword of shimmering light, and although it moved, it made no sound. Hiro froze in fear. Hiro did not understand, but he obeyed in silence. Days passed, filled with simple tasks and long hours of meditation. He often watched how the bamboo swayed on the wind, bending and rising again with perfect grace. Their shadows stretched across the ground like blades dancing in silence. One night, when the moon shone bright and full, Hiro witnessed something he could not explain. On the clearing behind the dojo, among the trembling shadows of the bamboo, a tall figure appeared. It looked like the silhouette of a warrior, made not of flesh but of darkness and moonlight. The figure held a sword of shimmering light, and although it moved, it made no sound. Hiro froze in fear. "Do not be afraid," came the calm voice of Cade behind him. "This is Cage no Tamashi, the spirit of the dojo. It reveals itself only to those who have the heart of a warrior, but have not yet learned to control their own shadow." "Is it going to attack me?" Hiro whispered. "It is going to test you." The shadow warrior raised its glowing blade in a gesture that clearly invited Hiro to fight. Although his knees trembled, Hiro lifted his wooden training sword. He rushed forward, only to have his strike deflected with ease. He fell to the ground, breathless, while the spirit waited patiently for him to stand again. "Rise," Cade said, "but do not fight until you feel the wind, the bamboo, and yourself moving as one." Hiro closed his eyes. He heard the rustling leaves. He felt his breath slowing. For the first time, he understood that fighting was not about anger or strength. It was about harmony. When he opened his eyes again, he lifted his wooden sword with new clarity. The spirit attacked quickly, but Hiro stepped aside, moving almost instinctively. His counter-strike was gentle, flowing, and natural, following the same rhythm as the swaying bamboo. The blade of light stopped mere inches from his face. The shadow warrior bowed deeply to him before dissolving into the moonlit air. For the first time, Cade allowed himself a smile. "Now we can begin your true training," he said. "You have found your shadow." Hiro knew that the path to becoming a samurai would still be long and challenging, but from that night on he carried within him a quiet certainty. The shadow of the bamboo dojo would remain with him always, guiding him, protecting him, and teaching him the way of the warrior.